So I'm just gonna get into it, and I'm not gonna even introduce myself. If you're new to this channel, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome again. Now let's get into it. What happened with the Phoenix Suns and the New York Knicks last night? Now defensively, wherever Devin Booker looked up, Courtney Lee was there. I mean, talk about a guy that was getting under Devin Booker's skin. I mean, this man couldn't move without Courtney Lee being there. And there were certain plays where you just go, damn, you know Devin Booker's getting frustrated. For example, look at this play right here. The man inbounds the ball to Devin Booker, and then Devin Booker gets the ball stolen. Not only does he get the ball stolen, but then they score immediately. So Devin Booker's getting upset, whatever, right? So then you got Tim Hardaway Jr. The man's running up in a fast break, and bam! This man hits Tim Hardaway Jr. Flagrant foul, whatever, right? So moments later, this man's face is like a heater. You guys ever watch cartoons when somebody gets heated, when they get real mad, and then you can see the smoke coming out their ears and they're red? Well, Devin Booker was just like that. Devin Booker goes for a layup, and Enes Kanter blocks the ish out of that shot. And of course, Enes Kanter's probably talking trash, probably says something along the lines like, get that out of there, you know what he said, and Devin Booker pushed him and got a second technical. So bam, the Phoenix Suns lose the game, Booker's no longer in the game, and now the game's over and the Knicks end up kicking the Phoenix Suns behind. Now let's take into consideration why Enes Kanter was talking trash to begin with. Enes Kanter wasn't too fond of another man pushing Tim Hardaway Jr. on the floor like that, especially when Tim Hardaway Jr. came back from his injury. So he didn't like that. So of course, Enes Kanter took to Twitter to talk trash, and I'm gonna show you guys the picture. So here we have Enes Kanter showing a picture of Devin Booker holding a huge ass L. And that L was well deserved, because the man didn't just lose the basketball game, but he lost the psychological battle to Enes Kanter. So the man has a L. Take the L and go home. That's that. But no, Jared Dudley said he wanted to chime in. So look at what Jared Dudley says. Jared Dudley says, "You talking like you in the playoffs, bruh." Excuse me, Jared Dudley? Your record is worse than the New York Knicks. You guys are terrible. In fact, the Phoenix Suns is the only team in the West that I'd say that if they were in the East, they'd be just as bad as they were in the West. I mean, this franchise is terrible. New York Knicks fans act like their franchise is the worst franchise in the world, and rightfully so. All you hear Knicks fans say is Dolan this, Dolan that, sell the team, etc. But yo, you better count your blessings, because if you want to talk about a bad franchise, it's the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns make the Knicks look like they were the Bulls and Lakers organization back in the days when they were winning championships. That's how the Phoenix Suns make the Knicks look in comparison. I mean, you want to talk about the bottom, the lowest of the lows, that's the Phoenix Suns. New York Knicks fans, you don't have it as bad as the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns are the ultimate joke in the NBA. The ultimate joke. Now let's continue. So then this man proceeds to say, you're not Westbrook. Okay, you're not Westbrook. Well, who is Westbrook? And if Westbrook had to put his input, Westbrook would have nothing but praise for Kanter. Kanter and Westbrook were close. In fact, the whole OKC organization was close with Kanter. So what do you mean you're not Westbrook? If you ask Westbrook, do you like Kanter? Westbrook, are there similarities between you and Kanter? Westbrook is gonna have nothing but praise for this man. So what do you mean? I don't understand why you were trying to say you're not Westbrook. Where's the correlation between that? Because Westbrook has nothing but respect for the man. Then this man says, don't let the Knicks hype fool you. We all know you're a fake tough guy who likes Twitter. We already saw LeBron son you. Okay, here, let's dissect something. Okay, you're saying that Kanter's a fake tough guy when Kanter fought a whole government by himself. Kanter is no longer allowed in his country because he fought against his government, and you're saying this man's a fake tough guy? If that's not a tough guy, then I don't know what is. Because this man's not afraid of anything, he's not afraid of anybody, he's not afraid of an army. And if you're talking to in regards of his career, I never saw anybody in the NBA bully Enes Kanter. I never saw that. Have you guys ever watched an NBA game and seen somebody try to take advantage of Kanter because they believe Kanter wasn't about that life? I never saw anybody try Kanter. Kanter's always the one trying people. Nobody ever tries Kanter. Blake Griffin is a guy that everybody tries. People look at Blake Griffin and they try to get at Blake Griffin. They try to prove a point against Blake Griffin. They try to make everybody know that Blake Griffin isn't tough. Whether Blake Griffin is tough or not, I'm not a Clippers fan. I'm not here to say that. But to say Kanter isn't tough? When have you seen anybody come at Kanter the way people come at Blake Griffin? I mean, Jared Dudley, you're making no sense. You're making no sense. I mean, what are you talking about? Then you have the nerve to say, we already saw LeBron sun you. Well, Jared Dudley, I don't know if you watch basketball or not. I don't know. I'm just going to have an educated guess and say maybe you do. I mean, you do play in the NBA. I don't know if you actually watch the game. But anybody that watches basketball would know that it wasn't LeBron James that beat that Knicks team that night. It was Kyle Korver who was killing everybody by hitting all of those threes. Go watch the highlights. LeBron barely did anything. It was all Kyle Korver. Kyle Korver was the reason that the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Knicks. No Kyle Korver and the Cavaliers would have lost. So where do you get that it was LeBron James sunning anybody? LeBron James didn't sun anybody. Everybody gave LeBron James the credit, but the credit belonged to Kyle Korver that night. The reason LeBron James got the credit is because his name is LeBron James, but no Kyle Korver, no W. So where do you get the concept that it was LeBron James that sunned anybody? It was Kyle Korver. Didn't you watch the game? I mean, you want to be an analyst. So now, Enes Kanter responds, and he goes, get on the treadmill before you talk, bro. You got that retirement body. And that's it. You shouldn't have responded at that. Any other response above that is going to be corny. And look at what Jared Dudley says. You as corny as you look, boy. Just remember, this NBA fraternity knows exactly who you are. One of the worst pick and roll defenders in the NBA. Now hold that L, kid. Whoa, slow down. Jared Dudley, you're not supposed to hand anybody else. Look at your record and just reflect on who you're telling you're giving an L to. The man has better numbers than you. The man is more valuable than you. The man is younger than you. The man is better than you in every aspect except shooting three-pointers, and you can barely do that. And back to the records thing, the Knicks have a better record than you guys right now. I mean, you guys are terrible. You guys are terrible. And not only are you guys terrible, but you're telling a man that you're giving him an L after you lost to him. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, you could say, oh, you're a bad pick and roll defender. Granted, he's improving in the defensive end. He's improving. But you, Jared Dudley, you're not improving. You're in the decline, man. You're in the decline. You're not gonna improve. That's it. You're in a retirement body and you want to be an analyst. Bro, you should retire now and become an analyst on ESPN. Now, in regards to Devin Booker, this man can score the basketball, but it's not translating to wins. Devin Booker's just getting more frustrated every time I look at him play. Either you guys gotta trade this man or this man's head is gonna explode. I mean, Devin Booker scored 70 points and it didn't translate to a W. That's the definition, the core definition of a player that can score and can't translate his scoring to winning. I know of the Ball brothers, I know of the Mario brothers. I play a lot of Nintendo. I love me some Mario brothers. But as of today, Devin Booker and Jared Dudley, y'all are known as the L brothers. You heard that right, the L brothers. I'm out of here. Take care, L brothers.